So we did like 60-30s, did like fireman carries for like 2 miles. So
Oh shit.
it was pretty crazy.
All right, I got my boy Angel here. Angel, real quick. How long have you been coming to Madhouse?
Like close to 10 months.
10 months?
10 months.
Gotcha. How long have you been in fitness, working out?
Close all my life.
All your life?
All my life. Ever since I was 12 years old, playing softball, pee-wee football, high school football, wrestling.
So you're active all your youth?
Military.
Military, okay.
Like jiu-jitsu, yeah, all my. But between those times, I'd like to say it's had my up and downs between where I wasn't working out at all.
Okay.
I'd focus more on myself where it comes to like family, finances, personal growth.
Okay.
So most of my life I've been active.
Good. So you're not only physically active, but also investing into your mindset, your spirit. So that's great. Now, before joining Macrofit 6-week program, what we call MF6, what was the biggest struggle that you were having when it came to your fitness, your nutrition? I mean, what do you think was causing you to be on that plateau? Because when we spoke, you mentioned that was a frustrating, the frustration that you kept having.
Yeah. So I just read anything that was given to me because I had no knowledge when it came to diet.
Okay.
When it came to nutrition, I knew off the top of my head how many reps, how many sets you got to do just to train which muscle. Yes, but when it came to diet and nutrition, nothing. I was just reading and taking in whatever information was given to me. I was just freeballing it, so to speak. So when it came to joining and asking that initial question, that's what pushed me over the edge to break that plateau.
So, do you remember the first conversation we ever had?
Yeah.
When I was on the table?
Mm-hmm.
So, at that point, what made you approach me and ask the question?
Just the simple frustration of taking in misinformation to whatever information I thought was good, and just simply going to the source.
Okay.
Honestly, going to the source of just asking.
Okay.
Just simply I wouldn't say muster up the courage. It's just simply asking that one question, because that's one thing that people just don't do. They don't ask. They simply just believe whatever's told to them, when in reality, just ask the source of who's ever given that information. So that's what it was.
So we had that initial conversation. You said, "Hey, like I feel like I'm at a plateau. I'm not dropping any weight. I'm here training, and I would see you consistently." So that you had with the busy life, the military, your business, right? Your relationship, your family. You're consistent in showing up as many days out of the week as you possibly could, but there was a missing link, right? Now, you reached out to me and we had a conversation in regards to your goals. We sat down, we created a roadmap. You told me what you wanted to accomplish. I told you what we could do together, and we got to work, right? Hard. And we've been consistent ever since.
Yes.
So since you joined the Macrofit 6-week program, what has been the biggest takeaway? What have you learned the most about yourself, nutrition, the body?
I'll say this: no matter how hard you work a muscle, how long or how fast you run, nothing compares to the 90% of how much nutrition and diet goes into your body. Like the fact that there's certain like things that your body does to you when you try to train and eat is just it's crazy. Like how crazy our body as a machine works and tries to adapt to our lifestyle. So when you don't have that 90% of nutrition and diet, and when I joined Macrofit and they helped me control that and create a roadmap for me, I'll tell you, it was a big like that gift where it just mind explode. I swear.
So 6 weeks. What were your results? 1 pound, 2 pounds? How much did you lose?
I wanted 10 pounds.
We wanted 10 pounds. That was the goal.
I wanted 10 pounds. That was the goal. And
what was our final number?
I was close to around 20 pounds. 20 pounds. Not only was I impressed.
22.1 to be exact.
22.1. I'm sorry. I'm a little humble. I'm trying to.
He's downplaying it, but.
Yeah, but like I said, it was just I was not only astounded from the fact that this program is so helpful. It works, and it just makes me happy knowing that there's something like this out there. And then when you actually put in the effort, the time, and the patience, you get results some say it's not instantly, but when you dedicate yourself, it's instantly sometimes.
I mean, there's hard work. There's hard work in everything. There's hard work in not trying to get the best results, because you're still putting in the work, but you're not getting the result. And Bradley, I was with him in Vegas, and he said, you're paying the price regardless, might as well get the best outcome possible. And you made that decision, you made that commitment, you asked the question, we got to work. Not only was I able to enroll you with the actual Macrofit 6-week program, but then my ASARO coaching with it, right? So we partnered up, we got the meals, the actual meals week to week, right? How much better was the fact that you didn't have to go shopping, cooking, cleaning? Talk to me a little bit about that.
The convenience factor of that is like insanely beneficial, like hands down. Because before, like me personally, with my busy life from military, my business, I would sleep maybe 3 to 4 hours a day, just like thinking, what I had to fucking make this meal just so I can get ready for work next day. So just the fact that I didn't have to worry about that, I just had to come in Sunday, get my meals from that refrigerator, go home, lay them out, and I'm good to go.
Good to go.
And then all I have to worry about is my snacks. That's easy.
Basic. Your protein shakes after the workouts, and that's it.
That's it.
And that's the one thing that I wanted to make sure that I was able to do with, obviously, I was already giving you the training program, right? And we'll talk a little bit about the app and how convenient that was. But when it came down to the meals, the biggest hurdle with people when they're trying to break through those plateaus is the nutrition. Like you said, 90% of it. And when they're already in the busy life with their families, business, to go shopping, cooking, cleaning is going to take a lot of their time. And I always advocate that you have to buy back your time. And there's resources available. Why not take them, right? Now, talk to me a little bit about the training itself with ASARO coaching, because I created a full 6-week training regimen for you. We love the cardio, obviously. We talked about that. But the actual training, how was the training? Because you already had experience training.
Yeah, I already have experience training.
To have something actually laid out for you, customized for the goals that we talked about, how was that?
I say it was really helpful, to be honest. Like I already had a roadmap of like what I needed to do each day, but to not have to worry about it and have somebody create that for me, and then I see the results.
Yeah.
It's just, it opens your mind to, like, you think you know what you have planned out for you, but in reality, when you follow a roadmap by somebody who's professionally knows what they're doing, it helps you. It really does. And then once you're done with it, you can take away from that and use it, whether you continue with the program or not. Yeah. So it's amazing.
Now, this is more of like the question that I always like to ask. If you knew what you know now, because of not only the transformation that you have, and we'll post the before and afters because they're significant, but the knowledge, the know-how, now, you know, our relationship that has been cultivating, then even our personal relationship, because when we had a conversation about, you know, what was going on with you personally, you told me, like, I don't have many people that I can talk about with goals, business. And so it was more than just the coaching. It was more than just the training or the meal plan, right? But I wanted to ask the question, from what you know now, right? If you could go back in time to 6 months ago with yourself, what would you tell yourself if you were kind of on the fence of, should I take that leap to ask the question? What would you tell yourself?
Just gotta do it already.
Just do it.
There really is no breakdown answer to it. You literally just have to do it. Literally, it's just, if you
just
don't
do it,
if
Nike.
you don't, like Nike, if you just don't take that step, if you continue to procrastinate and ask yourself, oh, maybe I could do it on my own. Maybe if I do this, maybe if I do it that way, or the way that person told me, I will save money if I don't do it that way.
Yeah.
But no, your health is wealth.
Right.
Doesn't matter. Some say that you can't put a price tag on most things. Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
You can, because when it comes down to it, your health is your wealth, because you can't spend money. You can spend money on a Lamborghini, a new house, new chain, but now that's not going to be good for you if you're obese and you can't even carry the weight of that chain or get into your Lamborghini.
And now, those are all valid points. Now, the point that I want to make now is, we talked about then your business, right? As to also why you wanted to get in shape. We talked about your confidence level, to be able to walk into a room with other professionals and not only carry yourself with the professionalism that you have because you have the work experience, you have the resume, right? You know, you have the tactical, hands-on experience. You have that unlocked.
Yeah.
But then there's a missing link when you would walk into a room physically, right? So talk to me a little about why is it that you wanted that specific change physically, and how is it going to translate to your professional life?
Yeah, so in my profession, I have to go into a room and exude. I have to present a persona of that's somebody you don't want to mess with, right?
Confidence.
Confidence.
Assured, really.
And yeah,
Physically in shape.
Physically in shape. So, and before anybody can basically ooze that out of them. They can be fat and say, yeah, I can walk into
confident.
I'm
Right,
confident.
right.
But in reality, it only takes that one person to be like, is he really?
Right.
And just try it. So not only does it take to have the confidence in my profession to have that, but you also have to have the ability to do that physically, mentally, emotionally, to back up that confidence
And look the part.
and look the part.
Because ultimately, when we walk into a room, people do first see us, right? And so
Yeah.
first impressions are lasting impressions.
Yeah, that's true.
And to be able to walk into a room physically, and you're only going to get in that much better shape, to be able to walk into a room and own that room, it gives you a sense of confidence.
It does. It does. It really does. But the one thing about me is I try not to let that confidence go to my head.
You can
But
never. We
you
have to,
never
like you
let
said earlier, he's a humble guy.
Yeah.
But obviously, humility.
But trust me when I say that confidence, you feel it. You feel it as soon as you walk in there. Trust me. And then, for example, this past weekend I had to serve my time in the military. Like no one has seen me since my transformation. Before they saw me as somebody who was my last weight.
Yeah.
I walked into that into that whole office area, and literally everybody was just taken back. They had, some of them didn't even recognize me. Some of them thought I was a different person, and literally they were even astounded by the time we were doing PT. So
How does that make you feel?
it was amazing. The fact that my soldiers and my subordinates felt more confident in my ability to lead them felt even better. So it does go to say, when you have the ability to back up the confidence that you feel, you can command any room that you walk into.
And that's what it's about. That's why we created the Macrofit 6-week program, to be able to give the convenience, to be able to give the full nutritional balance, and on top of that, to have ASARO coaching power that with the programming, the accountability to give you that full transformation. So, Angel, thank you so much for believing into Macrofit, believing in ASARO coaching. We're not done. This is only the beginning,
Yes,
but I
sir.
wanted to talk about what's happened so far in only 6 weeks, bro. So with this type of consistency, imagine what we can do together in 6 months. Talk about being unrecognizable.
We're can't wait.
All right, brother. Good shit. There you go.
Yep.
That's a wrap. See?